Well, it's time for one more episode in 2025 of the Ontario Skate Park Tour. And we're heading out on a pump track trip. So we're checking out 5 different pump tracks I've never been to. We've got one in Vaughan, one in Alliston, Nobleton, Collingwood, and Springfield. And Nobleton even has a little skate park we haven't seen before. I missed it on the original series, so we're going to check that out too. And I built up a special cruiser board with some big fat soft wheels just for the occasion. But unfortunately, it's going to be a bit of a somber trip because there's a missing puzzle piece here. My beloved American Bulldog Chickpea, who you've seen in so many episodes, who's traveled with me all across Ontario from Thunder Bay to Windsor to Ottawa, been out to the East Coast several times with me, been all the way down the eastern seaboard of the United States with my wife and I, down to Florida, over to New Orleans. We've checked out a lot together. You saw her in my last road trip 3 weeks ago for Thanksgiving, and she wasn't herself then. She's been suffering from dementia, and it's sad to watch your dog go through that, and we knew that the day was coming. We just didn't know when, but we have a great vet that we've been working with, and she got much worse the week after I came home after Thanksgiving, and our vet helped us decide that it was time. She was suffering, and it was time to let her go. And it's been a difficult couple weeks, but as they say, life goes on and time heals all wounds. So it is what it is. But I still have my best little buddy, Ollie, and our cattle dog, Penny, who stays home with my wife during these trips. So now it's just me and Ollie tackling the long, lonesome roads of Ontario. And I just finished up with my clients, my dog training clients for the day. And it's time to head out. We're going to try and pick up the Vaughan pump track today because it's calling for some rain tomorrow. So it might be tricky to squeeze in 2 more pump tracks, but we're going to see what we can do. So I guess it's time to get changed out of my work clothes, get into something a bit more comfortable, and hit the road. We've got a bit of a drive up through Toronto to get to Vaughan, so we can check out the Vaughan pump track. And the thoughts of Chickpea will be with me this trip. It's going to be a very strange one, my first trip without her. It's going to be difficult, but you know, we have to keep moving on with stuff. So let's go check out the first pump track. Have arrived. We are here at the Carville Community Center in Vaughan, and this place is so brand spanking new that it is not even on Google Maps. So I can't locate the pump track from here. There's some tennis courts over there, and there was a big playground in the front area, so I think that's probably where it is, but we're gonna have to go take a look around and see if we can't find this pump track. Let's go check it out. Pump track was okay. It was okay. It's small and there's nothing really in that area at all, so I don't know if it would be a destination pump track for sure. And don't go on a weekend. It's full of kids on scooters and strider bikes and all that kind of stuff, but that's what I expected. And I was on my way to the Walmart to crash out for the night, and I had to pass Canada's Wonderland. And lo and behold, it's still open. It's November 2nd. I thought it would have been closed, but apparently because this is the weekend, Halloween Haunt event has gone right through, and tonight is the last night. And I thought, hey, I got a season's pass. Why not swing in and check out Wonderland? So you know what? Before we go to spend the night at Hotel Walmart as usual, let's go check out the last night here at Canada's Wonderland's Haunt event.
Can you walk like slower?
Clearly, it is the ass crack of dawn right now, and the weather radar shows a big old patch of rain on its way in about 45 minutes. So I got up and got moving early this morning, pounded back a coffee, and we are here in Nobleton. Behind me is the skate park here, which looks pretty cool, but we are on a pump track trip, and we are here for the pump track, which is way back there. So I'm going to grab a quick clip of the park, and then we're going to head over to the pump track. Park looks nice, but I've skated plenty of these, and we are here to check out the pump track. So let's get some clips over here real quick, so if you decide to come down to Nobleton, you can at least see what's here in the park. And then let's get to the real meat and potatoes of this trip, the pump track. Making my eyes water. Well, if you're passing through, Nobleton's a pretty cool little spot. Skate park is nice, even though all I did was take my cruiser board for a quick run through. And the pump track is awesome. This time around, I did put some big, soft, squishy 60 millimeter. I think these things are like 78A. So definitely squishy wheels. But what a difference. All the other pump tracks I've ever ridden have just been with my regular like skate park wheels. And I ride Spitfire 101A, I believe. So they're just like rocks. And what a difference it makes riding a pump track on a cruiser setup with big soft wheels. And I think I'll keep that going for a while. Got to get my little buddy out here for a walk. And then we are off to Alliston. And I made a little boo-boo. Don't know how I didn't notice this in my research, but Alliston is actually one of those prefab pump tracks. I don't know if you've ever seen those. Bunch of little components that go together, and they're super narrow. And it looks like we're going to get a lot of rain today, which is no big deal because I don't care if I get to skate that thing. But it's on our way to Collingwood, so let's go check it out. I did beat the rain here to Alliston, and I can't even say I'm happy about that. I really don't like these prefab pump tracks. I mean, I'm super stoked that you got this in your community, and I'm sure the kids have a lot of fun on it, but they're not the best. Either way, we're here. Let's jump on and take a quick roll around and check this little thing out, shall we? Good morning. Great evening at Hotel Walmart. Peaceful, slept well, and I have peeled myself out of bed early this morning so that I can get here to the pump track. You know, I like to have the skate park or the pump track all to myself. And if all that means is I got to get a hustle on in the morning, get here and be the first one, then so be it. Yesterday it rained throughout the afternoon here in Collingwood, and there's still some puddles here and there on the roads, but this asphalt dries up pretty quick, and there's a little bit of moisture on it, but with those big squishy wheels, I don't think that's going to bother me very much. And we have one more just south of London today in Springfield, and that's about a 3-hour drive, so I want to get this one in early so I can head there and maybe catch it around noon today. This park looks awesome. No diverging paths. So some of the cool ones I've been to, like Uxbridge, had so many paths. You could like spend the whole day just creating new routes through the pump track. And this one is really go this way or go this way. And I always find it funny that these pump tracks have like an arrow, like this is the only way you can do this. And I get it, on a busy day, you want everybody going in the same direction. But today, nobody else is here, so I can try it out in both directions and just enjoy a rip around on the pump track today. All right, let's get that going, and then we've got quite a little bit of a drive today out to Springfield. A little slower that way. Just got finished skating the pump track here in Springfield, Ontario. And it's a little bit out of the way, to say the least. Look at this, look where we are. This has got to be one of the weirdest locations for a pump track I have ever seen. We are in the middle of this very quiet little rural neighborhood. And why they just slapped it in here in between a couple people's homes, I don't know. But there's no lights, so I'm guessing, you know, once it's dark, nobody's out here. Super fun little pump track. This is so far out of the way though, unless you're passing through this area, I wouldn't bother coming. But if you are, what a little hidden gem. And I'm going to share two things that I learned about pump tracks over the last few days of this little tour. Number one, pump tracks, although awesome, get boring fairly quickly. I mean, I'm a trick skateboarder, if that's what you want to call it, right? I'm not a longboarder or a cruiser. I like to go to the park and try tricks, and that's the challenge of the tricks. That is the joy of skateboarding. Not that skateboarding, just cruising down the street, isn't fun. It is. And pump tracks are super fun. But after the 20 plus times around, it starts to be a little bit boring. It starts to be the same thing. It'd be like going to a bowl and just doing the same line for 2 hours straight. I think you would get bored after a while. So pump tracks, great, but too long and it starts to get old fast. Second thing, building this board up was the smartest thing I ever did. I have skated so many pump tracks and fought tooth and nail for speed. These big, fat, soft, squishy wheels. Just magical, magical. And I will say, especially this one, I don't know how, I've never heard of this one, but it's clearly a little bit old and weathered, and there is no way I would have been able to fly around this thing without these big soft wheels. Key, build yourself up a cruiser board if you want to go and hit some pump tracks. Change your life, I promise. Anyway, that's the end of our little mini tour. When I say mini, I mean mini, I guess, in duration, as it only lasted 2.5 days. But I've been from Hamilton up to Vaughan on the other side of Toronto, and then all the way up to Collingwood yesterday, and now down past London. Wow, what a trip. A lot of kilometers and a lot of driving time just to hit these 5 little pump tracks. But it's my last little getaway for the season. If there's still good weather to skate, it'll just be at my local Valley skate park in Hamilton. But you know, a few more I'm sure to hit next year. I'm not doing the full Ontario skate park tour anymore because I've essentially hit all the skate parks. But as new things pop up or I see an opportunity, like all of these cool little pump tracks that I found on my buddy Scott on his blog, go check out his blog. I'll put a link down here. He's got every park, you name it, every park, every pump track. He is a serious skate park nerd and fanatic. And didn't get to skate with you this year, Scott, but I hope you had a great season yourself. And thanks to everybody that watched this year and has watched all my videos over the years. I don't know when the next one will be, but until then, hopefully you found this to be a good reference for skate parks and a good inspiration to get out there yourself. So hopefully that's what you're going to do. I got to climb back in that van, and Ollie and I have a long drive home from here. So we'll see you in the next video, whenever that is.